The top stories: Trinidad says 7,000 Bajans living illegally there. Psychiatric Hospital staff stop work briefly. And Windies board backs WIPA in dispute with players. Welcome to Nation News for Wednesday, October the 15th, 2014.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your news, your time, your way.
More than 7,000 Barbadians are said to be living illegally in Trinidad and Tobago. That puts this country at number 5 on the list of overstayers, those who've overstayed their welcome in the energy-rich two-island nation, as revealed by the National Security Minister. The actual number of Barbadians in Trinidad and Tobago is 7,169, among 110,000 immigrants deemed illegal. Guyanese topped the list, about 26,000 of them. The suspension of a nurse has led to a 3-hour work stoppage by nursing staff at the Psychiatric Hospital. The workers returned to the job on the advice of Caswell Franklin of the fledgling Unity Trade Union after he met with management of the hospital, including the acting director, David Leacock. Staff nurse Rudolph Dates was suspended on Monday for alleged offences reportedly over a 2-year period. In addition to the displeasure at that decision, the workers are said to have other grievances, including poor working conditions and lack of payment for overtime. Mr. Franklin said he advised the 24 workers, mainly staff nurses and nursing assistants, to return to their jobs pending a meeting with the government's Chief Personnel Officer. 9 more cases of chikungunya have been confirmed in Barbados, bringing the number to 49. There are also 200 suspected cases. Minister of Health John Boyce and the Chief Medical Officer Dr. Joyce St. John gave the figures during a tour of medical facilities at the Barbados Defence Force headquarters. Mr. Boyce said the figures for chikungunya could be higher because a number of Barbadians might have resorted to treating themselves at home rather than going to see a doctor. The ministry has again advised the public to practice simple control methods to protect themselves from being bitten by the mosquitoes which transmit chikungunya.
We have been working extremely hard in trying to contain the spread, and ensure the early detection and treatment of this disease, which is beginning to raise itself to serious proportions here in Barbados.
Sir Michael family is in mourning following Tuesday's stabbing death of 37-year-old Antonio Stanford. The Phillips Road St. Stephen's Hill resident received the fatal wound to his upper chest during an argument in the district. He was taken to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital by private car and was later pronounced dead. Police say another man believed to have been involved in the incident is receiving treatment for multiple stab wounds. His name was not released. The new BWU General Secretary says the importance of productivity in the workplace continues to be downplayed by some employers as a method of exploitation. Tony Moore says that if productivity is to increase, training opportunities have to be provided for workers at all levels, especially for those in management positions. Ms. Moore made the comments at a workshop for nurses hosted by the Productivity Council. Students of All Saints Primary School have received a pep talk from Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave. Sir Elliot said he chose to visit the St. Peter's School because he was born and raised in the parish and therefore had similar backgrounds to the students. He advised them to keep away from drugs and violence, be compassionate, and help their parents at home. Primary and secondary school students have been getting tips on leadership this week. The latest to receive guidance were secondary school prefects at their annual seminar. The president of the Association of Principals of Public Secondary Schools, Vea Pattis, said the students were in charge of the program this year. On Monday, primary school head boys and head girls took part in a session on leadership hosted by the Ministry of Education. In sport, a move by the West Indies cricketers in India to sack their trade union has been rebuffed by the regional governing body. The West Indies Cricket Board says it fully endorses WIPA, the Players Association, as a sole body to negotiate on behalf of the region's cricketers, and says it will only get involved in the ongoing impasse between the union and the one-day squad in India if invited to do so. The squad, captained by Dwayne Bravo, has told the board that the Wavell-Hines-led WIPA no longer had the authority to speak on their behalf after they rejected a new pay deal. And finally, a woman politician put in charge of public health in Belgium has come under fire for being too fat for the job. Among her duties as the new Minister of Public Health, Maggie de Block is tasked with tackling obesity, and that, say image-obsessed critics, is a joke. They say the 52-year-old who tips the scale at more than 280 pounds is not exactly setting a good example in a country where obesity is a problem. And that's Nation News for Wednesday. For more, visit nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And get your Daily Nation at newsstands or subscribe to our e-paper.